Hi, I'm Nathan Oakley and this is video log number 78. I haven't done a video like this for quite some time, and after doing a quick promo for the upcoming hangout with Orphan Red, otherwise known as Sasha, I picked out a few choice thumbnails, and one I ended up using as the background because I thought it was quite cool with a pussycat riding a unicorn with a big golden gun. And the one I didn't use was the one behind me, so I just threw that up as a thumbnail. And after I'd looked at it on the iPad, by making it small instead of like it is now on the screen behind me, you get a very different sense of focal length on what you can actually perceive in the picture. And it immediately gave me a sense of foreboding when I saw the picture. It made me feel very uneasy. And because I haven't really focused on subliminal embeds for quite some time, it didn't register immediately. And I smile because it's one of those, if you don't look at something like this for a while, it kind of drifts out of the forefront of your mind and you stop paying attention, and suddenly you're fooled, you're duped by the whole hell cell idea and concept. So I thought I'd blow the picture back up to the state that it was, and as I suspected, it was much more difficult to actually pick out some of the subliminal embeds. Now this isn't going to be particularly flat earth, other than its connection to the global eye and how it's subliminally planted in lots of different things. And the last video that I did on subliminal messages, I'll put a link to it below, but was actually a bit of hell cell from NASA. So they had a Mars landscape, and it was riddled with sort of horror faces and subliminal embeds. And this one caught my attention not because of a face, because they'd actually superimposed another unicorn. So I'll point it out in the picture. I'm hoping it'll pick it up on the tape, but this outline is basically the same outline, but it's been used to look like some of the backdrop. So it looks like it's whatever that is, a ridge with this fountain, which is suspiciously in the shape of a woman, which I'm sure you can probably pick out those details of the hourglass figure as it runs down and then ahead. But moreover, you've got some much more terrifying subliminal stuff that's planted in there. You've got an enormous, great big wizard's hand and sleeve, and below it you've got this great big hell cell skull with its eyes and its nose and jawline. Now, as you change your field, so if you make the picture small like a thumbnail or big like this, you can see different layers of subliminal embeds that come out. But it was interesting because when I typed in unicorns, I was looking for something upbeat, happy and joyful, and it makes me smile to think that a lot of the hell cell elements are obvious. So I thought, well, there's normally a sex somewhere in one of these, and sure enough, it's actually in the hair as it runs up. I haven't got the, I'm not going to bother editing this and putting circles and drawing the SEX in red, but I'm sure you can see it from almost any focal length sideways on running up the hair. And I'm sure I spotted another one in here. So you've got the S and then the E and then the X. I'm sure you can pick it out. So it's not just hell cell, as in the death masks and the skulls and the scary wizards and the faces. And I'm sure, like with the one I did on the NASA's, the Mars landscape, as soon as this video goes up, there'll be a load of people who comment and say, you didn't see this, mate. Blatantly, it's much more obvious than you've seen. And I thought I'd do this one fresh, just while I've got a couple, so there are some that people can pick out for me or for other people who read the comments. So anyway, it's nice to do something that's it's related to flat earth in the respect that there's subliminal programming for things like the Illuminati to make us think that men are all powerful when they're in charge. But yeah, so from a perspective of subliminal programming, it is relevant to flat earth, but obviously there's no flat earth in this picture. It's just a way of scaring little girls and making them think about sex. So I've been Nathan Oakley. I'll see you all in the next video.